Mid-2020 was a strange time in the history of our planet. People everywhere confined and concerned inside their homes. Economies gripped in lockdown, and humanity far more aware of the plight of their neighbor, especially the poor. But even before lockdown, poverty hasn't been a stranger to the Madibogo communities.
I am struggling. I don't have a proper house. My kids are unemployed. It's only one who works, and he cannot support all of us.
South Africa has faced severe socio-economic challenges over the years, and with the onset of 2020, credit downgrades, the COVID-19 pandemic, and global lockdowns, the difficulties have only increased. Currently, 1/3 of South Africans are without work. Desperation among communities is on the increase, and solutions are needed for the provision of even the most basic needs. How strange then that amid lockdown, almost 1,000 families in this remote corner achieved a strange and wonderful thing.
Ke a ba leboga batho ba ba tlisitseng project e mo go rona ka goreng re ne ntse re dutse hela re go sena se re se dirang ha e sa le project e itlha mo go rona maphelo a rona.
The KalGold demographic is vast, stretching across many rural communities in remote areas. The major task to reach as many households as possible in a short period of time required a carefully crafted strategy. The broad-based livelihoods program of Harmony Gold's KalGold operation. Through the BBL, hundreds of people gained hope and direction and started to tackle the future head-on, despite lockdown. Residents became active in their local economy in so many ways, whether by growing and selling nutritious homegrown vegetables, eggs and chickens amid this time of prevailing hunger, or by discovering their talents and planning for their futures, as well as young and old starting to trade among each other more and more. The BBL was due to commence in early 2020, but stakeholder processes and announcement meetings had to stop abruptly when hard lockdown hit the country in mid-March 2020. Nonetheless, as soon as the BBL team qualified for essential services status, they quickly developed new methods to get things going on the ground, where the need was now greater than ever. So instead of the usual mass meetings, small groups of households were mobilized and trained for home food production, all the while observing COVID safety protocols.
Another thing that is making me happy that site in KalGold site is that majority of people are not keeping the knowledge that I have shared with them. They are going out in neighboring villages and share the knowledge.
These groups were encouraged to safely and proactively share the know-how with friends and neighbors to infect others with hope and not COVID.
So we've had quite good response when it comes to Pinda Pinda. People have been teaching one another, each one teach one. So it's been flowing like that within that community.
Pinda Pinda has created avenues for people to give expression to the inherent culture of Ubuntu. One of the first things BBL participants always talk about is how they want to help their communities to benefit. The BBL sourced top-quality seedlings from suppliers in Gauteng, and the facilitators distributed these to households at giveaway prices, cultivating a mindset of self-determination and not helplessness. Self-determination is the buzz now. These communities have always been true survivors, having made a way through harsh conditions for many generations. Building on this hardiness, the BBL opened people's eyes to see their surroundings from a new perspective, with a new, clear vision, with hope and conviction to make their own opportunities.
Ke dirisa di-vege tse di mo gardening ya ka ke changile botshelo wa me le bana ba me ebile ke kgonne gore ke dire tunnel e nngwe ka mokgwa ke lemogileng gore mo ke epileng teng mo ke jetseng teng dijalo tsa teng di dintle di na le dikotla be ke boa ke dire another thoko ke kgatlhilwe ke dilo tse gore ke be ke dire mo tlhakoring mole ga o bona ke kgonne go ikepela ko thoko ke go bona gore seo se se ntletse mošola go le kae ke bone gore go betere gore ke oketse ka gore tse di dinyenyane.
The BBL started off with a handful of participants in May 2020, right in the middle of lockdown. In less than a year, the BBL grew, hand over fist, to almost 1,000 households impacted and continually expanding and diversifying their efforts, feeding themselves and their families, selling produce, enjoying extra income, and training their friends and neighbors to do the same.
Mirogo ko dishopong re itiretse ka bo rona from our garden.
There is a deep appreciation from participants who say they are now feeling KalGold's presence in their homes, their stomachs, and in their purses. But importantly, they feel empowered and independent, no longer desperate for outside help. More and more villages requested for BBL learning groups to be established in their area, which increased the broad-based footprint and the potential for more households to participate. This has resulted in expansion to a current total of 11 villages and further requests from another dozen or so villages who hope to have BBL in their lives. The BBL My Food horticulture training created a wide footprint of active food growers. Participation in the BBL surged with the introduction of each of a diverse set of BBL sub-programs, which include My Food, My Future, My Business, My Poultry, My Livestock, and Food Economy. Each sub-program works together to complement the others, reaching new people in the existing communities and increasing overall interest and demand for the KalGold BBL program.
We see people making a move towards becoming economically active. This is not just a welfare program. The BBL is about true local economic development taking place. People are empowered to begin and further their own business enterprises. The My Future components specifically has helped people to kickstart their own income opportunities.
Ke stikile thata mo dilong tsa lelapa go bona gore bana ba go ja eng yaanong ke ne ke nna le nako eo ya gore ke nne hatsi ke nne le nako ya go bala ke kwale e nthukile seo gore nako ngwe tlhaloganya ga go se ka no e dibisa thata mo dilong tsa lelapa o no o tsaya dilo tse dingwe tse di botlhoko tse di rutang go o kgone go ithutanyana.
Participants were taught how to manage their personal finances as well as their business finances. And the biggest thing was for the participants to understand that they are in business by what they're selling.
Through the business tools, our participants are empowered and equipped, and that is improving the local economies.
My future is all about we are teaching people to plan their life, how to build wealth, how to start your own businesses. The results I saw people growing. I saw people having income from their side hustle. I saw people get united with their families, which is something that's making them happy.
My Future as a training that we are giving to communities have gone very well, and it has a big impact into communities' lives. Positively, we have seen people coming and saying, we have been impacted by My Future, and this is the result. No more hunger in my family. I can produce from my garden and I can be selling outside there, and my family will be able to get food. And this have impacted in the economy that people are able now to say, I cannot just depend on grant, but I can also be able to produce from my own hands or from any activity that I can do to raise money and use it for the good of my family.
My poultry training also commenced in March 2021, and this focuses on improving the profitability of poultry production through practical knowledge on selecting and raising chickens and managing key factors for health, biosecurity, and productivity. Participants have a new sense of worth and pride in their newfound skills. BBL participants have realized the potential of saving money by growing their own crops at home, and this has led to personal expansion.
Na project e ha e sale ke kena mo go yone ya nthusa ka dilo tse dingata ke kgona go rekisa ke rekele bana ke dijo mo tlung ke a rekisa ke reke motlakase.
These stories represent just a few of the hundreds of households empowered by the BBL. The strength of the BBL is that these are sustainable livelihoods which have the potential to grow and expand, providing opportunities for generations to come. Those who excel can be identified and supported to upscale into fully fledged enterprises. Thank you, KalGold. Your investment into these communities has brought empowerment and hope.